Hello guys and welcome back to another episode of Glory Hunter. Today we are returning with lots to get through, including the end of the January transfer window, the return of the Champions League, and also the first round of the French Cup for this year's competition. We've also got some big games remaining in the league, where in the previous episode we made up some pretty good ground, and as you can see we currently have a 3-point lead over PSG with 17 games to play. Kicking off today with AS Monaco away. We actually played them in the previous episode and we drew 3-3, although it felt like a bit of a loss as we probably should have won. They're having a difficult season down in 15th. So let's crack into this first game, AS Monaco, and we are out for revenge today, looking for 3 points. I need to start off today's games with a victory. I'm in my groove, having just recorded the previous one. So no excuses. We should be fresh and ready to go. And I am definitely ready to pick up 3 points here. Monaco, though, caused us some major trouble in the previous episode in that 3-3 draw. And they're looking to come forward here as the shot comes in. And it's pushed behind by Dan Kramer. First chance of the game to the home side. Corner swung into the middle and Moses does well to get up and clear. Pender now bringing it away. We'll need some support. I see the run there from, it's Brandon Soppy all the way from right back onto his left peg. Soppy, it's a decent effort and well saved as this opening first quarter of an hour has been end to end. Moses swings in the corner and it's cleared away in front of Marquinhos. Down to Isaac Torre. Deflected. Oh, what a save. Moses, lovely first touch away from the defender who's having a pull of the shirt. Still Moses looks to send one through to Clerk, who dinks it. Oh, didn't quite get enough on it. That's a brilliant switch. And defending to be done here. Brilliant little back heel. And Kramer won't get there. And his clean sheet is gone. AS Monaco take the lead through, I think that's Ricardo Pepe with the goal. That is an absolute sucker punch as well. Literally just before the break. And once again, Monaco causing us real issues here. All that hard work that we did in the previous episode currently being undone. We need to find a way past that man, Yohan Musso, to get back into this game. 1-0 down at the break. Clerk has Dennis in support. This time gets it through. Dennis, who's in need of a goal. Noah Dennis does pull us back level just. I thought Musso was going to get something on it, but it is the young Frenchman who pulls us back level at 1-1. Brilliant this time from Clerk. And Dennis just about has the power to hit it through Musso. Subs now brought onto the pitch with just over 10 to play. Will there be a winner, or are these two sides destined to share the points again? Just the 1 minute of stoppage time. Will the ref allow us to play on? He does. Dennis now. Still the referee plays on. Midfield runner is Renato. Sanchez round the keeper. Oh, and Musso gets back. He just had to put it in. Oh, Renato did everything right and then just didn't put the ball in the back of the net. Another draw with AS Monaco. For a team that are down the bottom of the league to have now drawn with us twice leaves a bitter taste. Not the result we were looking for, and it does just open the door for PSG. So we have had an offer here from Everton for Simon Novak, and he is someone that I would be willing to sell. Doesn't get a lot of game time, was brought in last year just as cover, so we will see what kind of deal we can strike up with the Scousers. Well, that was nice and easy. Deal agreed for $4.5 million for Simon Novak. We're just approaching deadline day, so we will see if his deal to Goodison Park does go through or not. Well, there is the sale of Simon Novak going through, joining up with Everton at Goodison Park. Him, Cunningham and Kovacevic have barely played a minute this year as We've just got such good depth at centre-back, so absolutely no problem letting him go and earning a bit of money for it, considering he joined on a free last year. Well, guys, I don't think it's actually physically possible for me to go through a transfer window and not sign someone. So we have replaced Simon Novak with a 38-year-old Virgil van Dijk, who is now 70 overall with 51 pace. I don't see him ever actually playing for us, but he's in regardless. He's a dressing room leader. He comes in on a 1-year deal on $5,500 a week. I couldn't not make a signing. But guys, that will do it for transfer deadline day. A very quiet one this January, as I was really happy with the squad that we'd put together in the summer. So we will crack on now. We are back in action, I believe, in the Cup. So first round of the Coupe De France. It's SM Cannes once again away from home. All right then, guys, it is time for action in the French Cup. The Coupe de National is upon us once again, and this time I want to make it further than the semi-finals, which of course is where we crashed out last year. So we have rotated for, oh, bloody hell, Taiwo. We have rotated for the first round here, as we are playing a team from the second division. But I am still planning on taking this competition very seriously. Here goes Costa, who scored here last year and is denied by the keeper. It's a strong, positive start this from us, but I wouldn't be surprised if we conceded today with the lineup that we do have out there. And here come the home side. Shot comes in, and it is absolutely flown past Alphonse Areola. There is the first goal of the day, and it doesn't come to us. Mujica has absolutely fucking rifled this. I thought I might get across with Fabinho, but it doesn't matter regardless. As it sits up, hits it on the full, and Areola gets nowhere near it. We trail this year, and we've got some work to do. If we get dumped out in the first round, that will be an almighty failure. Here's Buick. Has Fernandez in support. Can the left back get us back on terms? Yes, he can. Buick into Costa. Scored the opener here last year. Adama pulled across to Buick, and there's the goal. Just before the break, our two wingers combine, and Adama Traore, who in limited minutes is playing for a contract at the club, notches up an assist here. Good to see for a bit of a hero of the series, Adama Traore, and finished off by Buick at the back stick. Taiwo's been very quiet today. We haven't really seen much of him. Here's Seko Fofana, can hit them, and on his weaker left foot forces the save. Adama Traore is over the set piece, which will be swung into Taiwo, who gets his head on it and makes it 3. Should be in the hat for the next round now. Taiwo Awoniyi notches up again. Here's Seko into Adama. Kane's at the back stick. Harry Kane gets on the end of it. And the veteran Englishman gave up his number 10 shirt, knowing he would be a bit part player. But he does get on the score sheet here. It's a hat-trick of assists for Adama. And what a performance from him. Kane via a deflection. 4-1. And there is the whistle. We had a bit of a mini meltdown in that first half, but it was comfortable in the second. We won't gloss over it much. It was a second division team, but we will be in the hat for the next round. Well, guys, in the last 16 of the Coupe de National, we will be taking on, well, one of our rivals, Toulouse, who are currently sat in mid-table, having a pretty average season. But they have been one of our bogey teams in this save. I'm not really looking forward to that tie. You can see the other games here. You'd expect the likes of Marseille and Lyon, PSG all to get through. And that game will be coming in today's episode, as we now take on Lille once again in the league, before then returning to cup football with Toulouse in the last 16. So games coming thick and fast, and they're all as important as each other. Big game in the league here as we have the reverse fixture against Lille. Currently sat inside the European places, and of course we played out that absolute thriller at their place that ended in a 3-2 victory for ourselves, with the winner coming with the last kick of the game. Today they will be looking for revenge, whilst we are looking to continue our title charge. So lots on the line as we look to come forward with Renato. He finds Openda, back to Renato Sanchez, the midfielder, looking to score his first goal since returning from injury. No one really to aim for in the middle, so we recycle and find the ball to Openda, and I knew as soon as I lined that up I'd got it wrong. Way too much power and over the top from Lois. Clerk round the corner to Openda, isolated here, and will need some support. Clerk's making the run. Can he be the man? Leon Clerk, it's a brilliant save. First touch was a bit heavy and it ran away from him. Went for the little dink over the keeper, who did do well to make himself big. 0-0 at the break. And it's been tense out there. We need to find a winner in this huge game. Oh, Renato, brilliant hunting. And Renato's got the pace. Renato Sanchez, oh, he's blazed it. This time it wasn't my fault. Oh, I've not hit that with much power, and Renato has blazed it over the top. We're gonna be made to rue these chances that we're missing. Moses away from his man. Look at the space for Leon. Leon Clerk. Oh, another one's gone begging. Oh, I can't believe this. Alvarez picks it up. Kane offloads to Pavel, who puts it well wide again. For once, it's been going forward that has let us down. We have not been able to hit the target in this one. And there is the whistle. Not something I expected to see at all during this season. It's a 0-0 draw. The top scorers in the league couldn't find the back of the net, and with how bad we are defensively, we don't keep many clean sheets. That is the only positive to come out of it, but with this huge game against Toulouse in the Cup next, it just puts me even more on edge. And again, this opens the door for PSG. They are just going to be absolutely loving this. Back in action in the Cup then. Every game is feeling like a Cup final at the moment. We've got the Champions League returning next as well. So although that's not a competition that we necessarily have to win, it's still a big one, and one that I would like to continue doing well in. But of course, the domestic football is where we really need to continue performing. And against Toulouse today, a side that we've struggled with previously, I don't know how to feel. Here goes Taiwo though. Can he get away from the defender here? He's going to have to look for support, and the defender does do well. Chance pulled across, and Areola makes a fantastic stop. Oh, Herrera's touch is loose, and there's a man over, and Areola again bails us out. I thought that was going to be a goal. Poor from Herrera. And Veerman will swing in the corner. That's a dangerous ball, and it doesn't matter anyway. I have a really bad feeling that our cup run, if you can even call it that, is going to come to an end tonight. I hate playing against these guys. Adama does well. Still Traore. Seko Fofana gets it horribly wrong. Oh, we need a big second half here, or we are going out of the cup. This is really not what we wanted. Not going to panic just yet, but starting to feel the pressure. We need an equalising goal, and we need one pretty sharpish. Fabinho does well, but the ball falls back. What's their keeper doing? What's going on here? Why is their keeper out of net? What the fuck is going on? What in the fuck is happening? Why has their keeper come out of net and just fucking scored against me? This is outrageous. I can't believe this is how we're going out of the cup. Almadar beats Areola at the near, and we're done for. I cannot believe this. I mean, Toulouse have been our fucking rivals throughout our time here, but they're taking the piss now, sending the fucking keeper up, and then him scoring against us. Here's Kane, in behind, still Kane, pulls one back instantly. Harry Kane 2-2 in the cup, and gives us a glimmer of hope. Kingsley Coman looking to get it up and over. Coman, oh, it's in. The keeper didn't move and Coman levels it up. We haven't scored many free kicks in this series, and Coman joins an illustrious list of players. Keeper just stands and watches. Wait, hang on. How do I go to the other? They've moved their keeper up front, and they've got their left winger in goal. This game is just fucking retarded. This guy's a left winger. Why is he in goal? Oh, this game's broken. I mean, I guess I'll take it. If we don't win from here, then Jesus Christ. But why is this game so broken? I'm so lucky because I think this game was lost. I mean, we've still not won it yet, but Coman into Merlin, into Taiwo in the middle, 3-2. I feel dirty. I feel like I'm cheating. I mean, there's nothing that I can do about it unless I gave them the win, but I'm not going to do that. We just got to play. That's the way the game is. Taiwo makes it 3-2. I swear to God, if Toulouse score now, if they score now, I'm done. Get rid of that fucker. Still not fully cleared. Almadar hits it again. It's played through and it's 3-3. Delinga again. Does this mean extra time? Does this mean a replay? I cannot. This game has just been crazy. What in the fuck is going on, guys? I cannot believe this. It looks like extra time. Warner's played in. Oh, that is fucking horseshit. That is absolute bollocks. We're going to go out of the cup. I mean, we got given a lifeline and we fucking fumbled it. That is a shit goal to concede, though. Taiwo. Oh, Taiwo, surely it's 4-4. We're going to be given another lifeline at penalties, but, I mean, this is just ridiculous. Well, we're at penalties. I think Chaibi, or whatever his name is still in goal. Kane steps up first and just about gets it past him. He is the first spot kick taker and he's Panenka'd me. Toulouse are having me on here. Fabinho. Same corner, same result. Insua. Saved by Areola. Now it's Quentin Merlin. Scores. Delinga scored 2 in the game, but denied by Areola. And now Jankovic has the chance. Top left again. Sends us into the last 8. I don't know what to say, guys. We actually did quite well on the penalties, but I don't think we can claim a victory because it wasn't an actual keeper. We saved, what, 2 of Toulouse's, but all I can do, guys, is apologise. It feels just cheaty, but that's the game, I'm afraid. I genuinely don't know what to say. Well, as you can see, guys, we are through to the quarterfinals. Angers, Metz, Saint Etienne. Wow, Stade Brestois beat Marseille. Lorient, Lyon and PSG just about through to the quarterfinals. So Marseille gone. And in the final 8, we will take on FC Metz. Now, that is absolutely brilliant, in my opinion. We will take Metz away. Oh, God, I don't even feel like we deserve to be here. I mean, to be honest, it's really us, PSG and Lyon, the teams left to worry about. So, yeah, we'll take each game as it comes. I'm going to play one more in the league, I think, and then sim the game against Inter. But I'm just sort of lost for words at the moment. This is just ridiculous. Well, guys, I don't really know what more I can say other than, I guess, I'm sorry if that kind of ruined the last game. We only just made it through regardless. We nearly bloody fumbled it. Went to penalties and we had to take on a goalkeeper who wasn't even a goalkeeper. But we'll see what happens in this game. I'm just planning on playing this one more before we end the episode. If it happens again, then I don't know. I don't know what causes it. Like, is it because we made subs or some weird shit? I don't know, but yeah, that shit's crazy. That should not be happening. But anyway, we're taking on Stade Rennais here in 7th place, I believe, at the moment. So fighting for European footy, of course. We are still up at the top with PSG and Marseille. And I don't see either of the other two teams going away anytime soon. So it's going to be a battle to the death. Kick only finds the 6'8" frame of Isaac Toure. Now Guerrero. Oh, it was meant for Openda. It'll find its way through to him. And Lois just doesn't miss. Doesn't feel like the goals have been coming quite as frequently in this episode. But I guess we've had the 2 cup games that he hasn't started in. But Lois Openda on the score sheet once again in the league. Renato does well again. Through to Lois Openda. Lois this time misses. Opens his body up too much and flashes it wide of the post. Don't see that very often. Trouble here. Straight run through the middle. What the fuck happened there? Our defence just parted like the Red Sea. My head is gone. I'm just not in the right place right now. Look at this. Our defence just parts. Toure doesn't come across. And who is it? Myron Boadu, of course. He always scores against us. That's a brilliant ball through. Openda, tight angle, and the keeper does well. Guerrero will swing the corner in. It's deep. Looking for Toure. Oh, it's off the line. Isaac Toure so close to his first for the club. Brilliant from Pat. Throws himself at it. Openda. What is that, Lois? What is that pass? We could be in trouble here. Kramer's not got there. And our season feels like it's just starting to unravel. Well, it's going to be, what, just our 3rd or 4th loss of the campaign. But it's really come at a tough time. We're struggling at the moment. And I don't know, it feels like there's a shift back in PSG's favour. A big win for Stade Rennais and an even bigger loss. It was Matthias Tell who got the winner as well, our former player, and that is a tough one to take. I need to stop there because I need a break from this. Well, I'm going to sim this game against Inter as I'm not planning on playing the first leg anyway. But it just sort of feels like what happened to, wow, as we get a 2-1 victory in the first leg. Taiwo at it again. Just feels sort of like what happened to Arsenal in real life, where the wheels just started to fall off. And I don't know, it's so difficult to dethrone PSG. It's like stopping City in real life for Arsenal. You know, I joked the whole season long that Arsenal weren't going to win it, and I never wanted them to. But it's so difficult to stop the top teams like PSG and Manchester City and Bayern Munich. There's a reason they win the league every year. And I don't know, it feels like we're struggling at the moment. We've dropped down to 2nd. It is still, of course, incredibly tight. And you can see ourselves and Marseille on 53 and PSG on 54. It could still go to either of those three teams, but I just feel like something's not right at the moment. But guys, that will do it for today's episode. We need to regroup, stick together and go at it again. We had a really good spell towards the end of the first half of the season, and we need to get back to that sort of form. We are having a brilliant campaign, and we will be back in the next one to carry that on with some more huge games in the league. I know that we still have to play Marseille and PSG towards the end of the season, so it is still within our own hands. We can still do this. I'll catch you in the next episode very soon, guys. Peace.